Hello, everyone. Congratulations, Kristi, on this well-deserved honor. When I was first hired at Duquesne University in 2007, it was Kristi Little's junior year, and I was so excited to be the head coach, yet nervous about what I was getting myself into. But during our first team workout, I knew immediately that we had ourselves a special point guard, one that we could build our team around. Kristi was so impressive in her work ethic and set the tone right from the beginning. Her speed, her quickness, and being such a fierce competitor set her apart. Our system was built around Kristi. She was a difference maker on both ends of the floor. I wanted the ball in Kristi's hands. She was our leading scorer, our playmaker, and our best defender. She was the heart and soul of our team. She made everyone around her better. And after her junior season, Kristi earned third team all-conference and was the Defensive Player of the Year in the Atlantic 10. So motivated in the offseason, Kristi worked extremely hard to elevate her game and become even more of a three-point threat. And in her senior season, Kristi earned first team all-conference and again was the Defensive Player of the Year in the Atlantic 10. Kristi's name is all over the Duquesne record book and was inducted into the Duquesne Sports Hall of Fame in 2015. As good as Kristi was on the basketball court, I believe she's an even better person. For us, she was the total package. She was a great student, a great teammate, an outstanding leader, and a role model for girls of all ages. Now, Kristi is an amazing wife and mother to Adam and her 4 boys. She is an outstanding coach, and the young ladies at Bishop Guilfoyle are lucky to be coached by Kristi. It's no surprise she has been so successful, winning district and state championships. Kristi Little is a winner. And at this time, it is my honor to present Kristi Little Kaack for induction into the Blair County Sports Hall of Fame.
I'd also like to start with agreeing with Lori that I'm also much more comfortable in shorts and a t-shirt and sneakers than I am here tonight. But I'd like to start by congratulating my fellow inductees and thanking everyone involved in selecting me for this honor. As I stand here tonight, I'm incredibly humbled and grateful for where basketball has led me. I'm especially thankful to my parents for always encouraging me to believe I could achieve anything. First and foremost, I'd like to thank God. My parents always preached that He gave me the athletic abilities, but what I chose to do with them was up to me. As soon as I started walking, I was shooting at a Fisher-Price hoop. There were some very competitive one-on-one games in my living room between me and my 2 sisters. Looking back, I'm thankful we didn't have a no ball in the house rule. I began my basketball journey with my cousin Julie. We were 2 months apart, and my dad, Todd Little, and my uncle, Kyle Little, coached us growing up. Anyone who watched them coach probably thought they were insane, and Julie and I can confirm that they were, but my passion, work ethic, and commitment came from them. Every family get-together at Grandma and Pap Little's ended in their driveway at their hoop, and if you know the Little family, that competition was fierce. I have many coaches I'd like to thank along the way. Mr. Smithmeyer and Mr. Smith from my days at Roosevelt. My high school coaches, Craig Long, who still continues to support me as a coach today, Jill Helsel, and Roger Fair. We were fortunate to make back-to-back trips to the Western Finals when I played at Altoona. While we never made the ultimate goal of a state championship, it fueled me to work harder in the off-season before I entered my collegiate days. I'd also like to thank Tom Palfy for filling the stands with students during my years at Altoona. We played in an incredible environment, and he was a big reason for that. His family also became like family to me. I spent many nights after basketball games playing with his kids on the Altoona floor, which are some of my favorite memories. I had the privilege of playing under 2 coaching staffs at Duquesne, Dan Durkin, Tanya Gardner, Mike Islino, and Doug West. Having the hometown connection with Mike and Doug for my first 2 years was really special. Doug would show up at 4:45 a.m. conditioning workouts with a huge smile on his face, and we all hated him for it, but his love for the game was contagious. Mike was one of the most competitive and driven people I've ever met, constantly pushing me to be my best, and he helped me reach my full potential. When the coaching change happened, I had the opportunity to play under a women's basketball legend, Suzie McConnell Serio, and she lived up to her name. She instilled in me an even deeper love for the game and a desire to get better every day. She's also a big reason I wanted to coach after. Alongside her were Dan Burt, Blaine Patterson, and Tasha Butts. That staff poured countless hours into building Duquesne women's basketball. We earned the program's first ever trip to the NIT and helped lay a foundation I'm incredibly proud of. Along with my coaches, I'd also like to thank Dan McAllister and Melissa Ebig. As my athletic trainers at Altoona and Duquesne, they played a vital role in keeping me healthy and on the court. And to all my teammates and fans along the way, thank you. Basketball is a team sport, and I wouldn't have achieved this without you. In my long list of family, I'd like to start with my grandparents. Grandma Pap Noon and Grandma Pap Little taught me my love for Jesus comes before anything, and they were incredible supporters. Thanks to Pap Little, I own every game from second grade through high school on VHS today. I have two sisters, Danielle and Katie. Danielle is my older sister, and we competed over everything growing up. She set the bar high, and that competition turned into a really special friendship. My younger sister, Katie, has been my best friend and #1 hype girl since day one. She was dragged to every game, went happily, and continues to be one of my biggest supporters in all aspects of my life. My parents are the most important people in my life. They've believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. They were my built-in rebounders, probably even when my mom didn't want to be. And they sacrificed so much to help my dreams come true. They taught me nothing would be handed to me, and my commitment and hard work would create my opportunities. It's incredibly hard to be standing here without my dad, but I know how proud he would be. Tonight is just another reminder of everything he helped me accomplish. I was proud to represent Blair County as a player, and I always knew I wanted to come back home and give back as a coach. I pray I can continue to give back to the game that gave so much to me and the community that supported me along the way. And I'm really sorry, I forgot my family and my tears. I want to thank my husband, Adam, and our 4 boys, Braden, Carter, Christian, and Miles, for being here tonight. Adam was my high school sweetheart, and he will admit that I could beat him in one-on-one until we reached our sophomore year of college. He knew all my moves by then. He has always supported my love for the game, and today we're fortunate to share that passion together as coaches in this community. To the young athletes, especially my 4 boys, dream big. There were people who told me I was too small, but the people I surrounded myself with never let me believe that. My favorite part about basketball is all the relationships I've made along the way. This game teaches us so much about failure, success, and how to handle both. Thank you again to everyone that had a part in selecting me for this honor, and I'm incredibly grateful to continue to represent Blair County.